Hi guys, the date is the 27th of February and of 2026, and I really wanted to make a video kind of talking about a realization I had earlier. And it's a bit of a existential one, but also not. It's kind of interesting. It's about meaning and the meaning we give to stuff, and it's also kind of like a stoic view on reality and how things happen regardless of us, and we choose how that affects us based on internal stuff. And it's kind of like it's kind of like the internal stuff I want to talk about. So if you're like walking down the road, and it's kind of like the life gives you lemons thing. Like, if life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Like, you're walking down the road and a lemon falls in front of your path, like from a lemon tree, and it rolls in front of you. And this is just an event. Like, you could have not been there and it still would have happened, or in theory, and it has no intrinsic meaning. But then we give it meaning and we say, hey, maybe this means I need to go make lemonade, or maybe I see a black cat and it's my lucky day. But the thing we do unconsciously, that I think a big part of what I'm trying to communicate here, is the core values of awareness, acceptance, and presence. And this is kind of focusing on being aware of the processes that happen in your mind. And I find the process that happens is you picture reality if that lemon didn't fall in front of you, and now you picture it after, and you picture maybe going and drinking a fresh lemonade, and you think, so this random occurrence has now made my life better. And when all these things happen, and the opposite side of random occurrence is making our life worse. But a lot of times we blame God or the universe when those things happen, and then when good things happen, we give meaning to them. But I think it's about just being conscious of that, and being conscious of picturing like us drinking lemonade when it falls in front of us and giving it meaning, versus if we just are aware that, it fell in front of us, and maybe, we automatically assume that this is getting very existential, but we automatically assume that our life would be better if we had the lemonade and didn't keep walking. But we don't know. Maybe if we kept walking, we find a lotto ticket on the ground. But I'm just trying to say that giving something meaning as a way of appreciation, I guess in theory it's good, but it can also kind of take you off your path. I feel like obviously we don't have a specific path, but I think that it can get us caught up. So now, instead of finishing our walk, we're gonna go and make a bunch of lemonade. And this isn't I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I'm saying that if you do this a lot, and every random occurrence you give it meaning, and then try to I don't know, appreciate it or benefit you somehow, then I don't think that's good. And I think it's better to be aware of that occurrence, or of the occurrence of you trying to give something meaning, just to be aware of it. And maybe you do go make lemonade, but I think it's better to be aware, just be aware of that reality will happen regardless of the meaning we give, and then make the lemonade and have a good time, instead of trying to just put the meaning on it. And that's like, that sounds like a very nihilist and rationalist way of thinking, but I think it also translates over to the bad things that happen to us, because you can't just go with two sides. You can't just have heads on one side and heads on the other. It has to be heads and tails. And if you want to add meaning to the good stuff and be rational and stoic about the bad stuff, I don't think that's really doable. And just from personal experience, I haven't been able to do that. And I don't think, because I think it's a kind of value you hold and something you prioritize. And if you prioritize on one side but not the other, that doesn't seem very doable, and it hasn't been doable for me. But once I kind of shifted over to this mindset of, okay, yeah, the good things, they don't have meaning, they just happen. Or no, not that they don't have meaning, I give them meaning. And also that the bad things, I give them meaning as well. So as I'm aware that I can take away the meaning from the good stuff, which of course does, when you're conscious of it, it does kind of take away a little bit, but that goes the same for the bad stuff. I can say this means nothing. This just happened to me and I guess it's about being aware if it is happening out of pure chance, but also being able to take meaning away from the bad stuff that just happens to you is a good thing as well. And that's why I'm trying to make this video talking about awareness, because it's not about saying this means nothing and this means nothing, because they just mean nothing. And nihilist and rationalist, I'm not saying there's anything bad with those views, but I am just pointing out that I'm not trying to say that. I'm trying to communicate it's better to be aware, and that's the thing: awareness, acceptance, and presence. It's better to be aware of it, accept it, and just be present. Just presently accept it, instead of living like, the thing about awareness, it's about moving you over from a delusional, it's like it being in a light and in a dark room and holding a flashlight. It's about making your flashlight bigger. And I guess I don't know what it's like to be someone else, so I don't know if you want to make your flashlight bigger, become more aware, see more stuff. But if you're more similar to me and you do, then this is a good practice. Just notice when you're giving meaning to a good thing or a bad thing, and accept that the meaning is coming from you. And yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. Yeah, that's about it. I'm at the beach today. It's a very nice day out. But yeah, that's the end of the video.